And we are live. Welcome back, everybody. This is very loud for me. How is this for everyone else?
Dear Dad, greetings from the new deputy curator at Beach Museum in Washington, D.C. I miss you, by the way. How's Africa? I sure hope this letter reaches you in Ouagadougou before you move on to Nairobi. So I got the internship. Your old friend Franklin Rose was awfully nice to submit my name to the rest of the members of the museum's board of directors. What an opportunity while I'm in between cases.
Okay.
As you probably know, the museum specializes in
there we go.
Maya culture. My supervisor is going to be Joanna Riggs, a well-known archaeologist. Maybe you've seen her name in the
How does that
news
sound
recently,
to everybody else?
Maya monolith. Apparently, it's created quite a buzz among experts in the field.
Well, that's not helpful.
Beach Hill plans to feature the monolith in an upcoming exhibition.
Okay.
Just imagine, this artifact has been buried for hundreds of years.
This is technically supposed to be cuticle cream, but I've been using it as all over hand cream because my skin is very dry. Oh, for crying out loud, I totally forgot to turn lights on. I knew I was going to forget at least 3 things. Hey, Benjamin, welcome back.
Love, Nancy.
Okay, we're going to load in. How are you doing? Whew. Okay, so let me... Hey, Roy. Oh, awesome. Thank you. Benjamin says dog tired. You? Honestly, about the same. This was my one day this week where I might have been able to get things done, and I took an incredibly long nap by accident. So now I'm extra stressed. So I might be sending Luke on little errands during the stream, making him do things for me that I forgot to do. Yes, I had to get up early and immediately be like productive and everything. And I did not sleep well last night. So mid-afternoon I hit a wall. I hear that not everyone does this. Some people don't hit walls. My dad doesn't hit walls. If there's like an emergency and he has to be awake for 48 hours, he's just awake and functional for 48 hours. I don't know how he does that. If I don't get enough sleep, at some point I hit a wall and physically cannot function, like, at all. So I hit the wall in mid-afternoon. It's like, I'm just gonna lay down on the couch and close my eyes for a minute. I'll probably sleep for like 20 or 30. I woke up 3 hours later and hadn't even rolled over. Like, just boom, time travel. But I did get my first emote set up and approved. So subscribers have 1 emote so far, and a second one is currently pending approval. All right, hold up, we found a note. Nancy, something's come up and I'll be gone for a bit. Your mission in the meantime, run through the temple activities, verify that all questions can be answered based on info available elsewhere in the museum. Okay, yeah, we'd seen that, right? Okay, so we need to talk to him. And we need to find out who the Mayan matchmaker was. Yep, so there's 2 emojis that are, or emotes, that are in there right now. One, the hype one, is just like a free one that Twitch had in there as an example. The chicken I drew.
First the Pakal carving is stolen, and now my star glyph man bumps his head and forgets his own name? What's next, Nancy? Del Rio pulls the plug on the monolith, the board clams up on my funding, my mother posts my old prom pictures on the internet.
Man. Early 2000s.
We do seem to be on shaky footing, don't we?
What I need from you right now is action, not commentary, Nancy. Will you follow up with the hospital and see if there's anything we can do to get Henrik's marbles back?
How can I help around here?
You can also pick up Henrik's mail if he gets any. Keep the lab in order and just try to help me keep the entire museum from going up in smoke.
Okay, pick up Henrik's mail, keep the lab in order, and don't set anything on fire.
Go to it.
Okay. Alright, I'm taking notes on ideas for emotes and like, channel point rewards. So, yeah. Hello, Benjamin. Hello, Roy. Hello, Mrs. First. I hope everyone had a lovely weekend. It's taking me a minute to catch up. You know what I think I'll do is go to the hotel real quick. Oh, yeah. So, in the game somewhere, there will be what we need to get past the quiz thing, but it won't let us get it right until we find it in the game. So, Roy, I do remember reading about that. I have a few, like, books and magazines and stuff, like National Geographic and Archaeology, about the Maya, because this game kickstarted me. Alright. Luke, I don't suppose you'd be able to turn a couple of lights on. Alright, one of her notes on Nancy's computer is that Chaco Canyon Cultural Center's number is 505-555-1222, and it has a note. Why is everyone's phone prefix is 555? Strange. Nice meta. I enjoy that. Yeah, how was everyone's weekend? I was crazy stupid busy. But I got digital art tablet working, so I did digital art for the first time in like at least 4 years. So that took a minute to figure out the controls and stuff again. Oh, this says we should talk to anyone who could have been at the museum when the Bacall carving was stolen. Okay. And Henrik fell from top of pyramid. Looks like we should probably check our messages. Finished all my tasks. Time to explore. That's me. All right. All right. Let's see if we can figure this out. Yeah, I had a 3-day weekend and it was still too short. So get that. Let's see. What order should we do these in? Yeah, let's try checking our messages first. Okay. Oh, Benjamin says ditto, then right back to the 10.5-hour days. I'm so sorry. You know what, Roy? That is very accurate. And the only thing you have to do is stare at the wall and slip into madness. 3 days is too long of a weekend. I've been there too.
You have voicemail. Press.
This message is for Nancy Drew. Hi, Nancy. This is Nurse Bluefoot calling from Eleanor Roosevelt Memorial Hospital in regards to Henrik Vanderheun. I believe you're a colleague of his? Since Mr. Vanderheun was admitted, he has repeated your name several times in states of semi-consciousness. As we've been unable to contact any of his family members, we're hoping you might be willing to act as Henrik's support person as he begins the difficult process of restoring his memory. Please call me as soon as possible to discuss this. My direct line is 202-555-4000. Thank you.
To replay
Okay.
messages, press 0.
We can do that.
This is Nurse Bluefoot.
Let's see.
Nurse Bluefoot, this is Nancy Drew. You left me a message regarding Henrik Vanderheun. How is he?
Nancy Drew. Oh, thank goodness. Oh, I'm so relieved. We've been unable to locate any family members, and we do like amnesia patients to have at least one personal support person when they begin reality orientation.
Let's see.
What's reality orientation?
Well, reality orientation is a kind of treatment that helps a patient get reacquainted with the facts and circumstances of his or her life. Henrik has not actually lost his memory. It's just that his brain is injured in such a way that he can't access the place where the memories are stored.
See.
I see. So we need to help him find the trail of crumbs. Is that it?
Exactly. First, we do repetitive memory exercises to help Henrik relearn the basic facts like his name and address, the name of his parakeet, if he has one, the date, and so on. Second, we try to stimulate Henrik's sensory memories in order to help trigger or find the way back to his cognitive memories.
First says, glad you got your digital art tablet working. I don't have a digital art tablet, but I have a controller that looks like a tablet with pen pointer. I've not been able to adjust to drawing and painting without the direct feel of touching paper and seeing what is produced in the exact place I'm touching. That was the biggest hurdle for me when I started using it, and then at some point it clicked, and after that it felt totally natural. So Benjamin says next week's schedule goes back to normal after a long Monday. Okay. Benjamin says, I wonder if I'd like tablets better, if I got a fancy one with a screen. Got a cheapo thing, it's basically a mouse pad for a stylus. Mine is mouse pad for a stylus, but one of my things that I would really, really love to treat myself to at some point is one that has a screen. I want a small one though. Wacom has one. I think it might be Wacom 1. And it's a smaller one because I've had like the big 14-inch type of one. It was a mouse pad type, but I've had the giant kind, and I don't draw that big. I draw very small, so I just want one that's like, 8-inch or something.
What are sensory memories?
A sensory memory is like it sounds, something that is familiar, that you recognize by sight or touch, smell or sound, or what is that last one? Oh yes, taste. A cognitive memory is something that you know or remember intellectually. For example, how do you know the name of this planet? Somewhere along the way you learn that it's called Earth, and you just remember. But say you bump your head and forget the name of this planet. You don't know where in the solar system you're floating.
Yikes!
Exactly. But then I show you a picture of our marvelous blue and green globe. Suddenly you remember. That glorious sight is Earth. I live on the planet Earth. This is how a sensory memory can trigger a cognitive or intellectual one.
I still don't understand where I come in.
You can't help Henrik remember his childhood, but you can probably help him remember his work, and who knows where that will take him. All roads lead to Rome, as they say. One great tool is the Reality Orientation Board. This is a place to post information and pictures for the patient to look at over a period of time. You may want to bring in images or photos to place on the board. Things from the museum, perhaps.
Or it says that the nurse has one blue foot and one green foot. Nurse Bluefoot is a very interesting name. Yeah. Yes. So right now I have a small tablet that is the mouse pad type. I would love to get one with a screen, but I want a smaller one. And of course, right after I bought this one, Wacom came out with a small one with a screen that's supposed to be a slightly better price point than most Wacom tablets, like, or most tablets with screens in general. Like, it's very competitive with other smaller screen tablets.
I see. Well, I'll be happy to help in any way I can. When are visiting hours?
Visiting hours are 10 to 4 every day, if the patient is not engaged in treatment and if he seems stable.
Stable how?
Just remember, Henrik's brain has been knocked around like a peanut in its shell. He may have attention difficulties, headaches, anxiety. Sometimes he may seem giddy, too. We need to keep these conditions in check. Don't push him too hard, or he may have some kind of meltdown.
Oh, lovely.
Well, the last thing we want is a meltdown. I'll go easy on him.
Bye-bye.
Okay. Oh, Benjamin says he did a Google and is drooling over lens slabs. Pen display 24, but it costs about $2,000, so ha. Okay, I'm gonna have to look that one up. He said, I just want a little one. I found I really prefer drawing in a small notebook rather than a big notebook. I don't like making huge arm motions when I'm drawing. So, just want a small one. Yeah, I'm guessing 24 inches. That would definitely be not for me. Like, I see all of the YouTubers using them and they're beautiful, but be way too much for me. Very overwhelming. Oh, we can go to the hospital now and check on Henrik. Okay. All right. Reality now. Bad gum, 24-inch screen. See, I would get tired drawing a line and be like, all right, that's enough drawing for today.
You look familiar. Is it time for my snack?
Let's see.
Hi, Henrik. I'm Nancy. We met at Beach Hill before your head injury.
Beach Hill?
This is reality now. Good luck with that. That's a very fair point. Let's see.
Beach Hill is a museum here in Washington, D.C. The curator's name is Joanna Riggs. You were working there, and that's where your accident happened. Do you remember anything about the accident?
Joanna Riggs. Is that the woman who called to pick my brain for an access code?
Access code. This versus the tired arm issues why I gave up trying to paint on large canvases. Yep. Lociation is here lurking. Hi, Lociation. Luke says, no, it's time for my snack. Give me your Jell-O.
What access code would that be?
Where in my poor banged-up head would I be keeping access codes?
Mood.
I don't even remember my own birthday. So if you're here to squeeze me for details, you're wasting your time.
Let's see.
According to Nurse Bluefoot, you haven't lost any data. Your brain just doesn't know how to locate certain things at the moment. We need to give it some clues.
How, pray tell, do you intend to do that?
I'll visit, we'll talk. Sometimes I'll bring you pictures.
Pictures? Well, isn't this nice?
Oh, come on. Don't be a grumpy puss.
Come on, Henrik. You'll feel much better once things start coming back to you. I've got a picture with me if you'd like to give it a try.
Fine, I'll do it.
Yep, Benjamin says the Wacom one, $400, like, which, yeah, 13-inch screen. But while $400 is a whole lot, that's much better than the price of, say, a 20-inch Cintiq. Association found one on Amazon that's just under $300. See, that's what I'm looking at. I'm okay with refurbished even. Okay.
Great. These are Maya glyphs, like the ones you used to translate. Now, don't be upset if you don't know how to read them anymore. I can tell you what they mean.
I know what they mean, dear. I wrote them.
Ooh.
I'm sure you have written them at one time or another in your career. So, what do you think this is all about? The magician suffers yellow death.
Your translator is sloppy. I should know. I am the author of the original work.
Ooh.
The author? What are you talking about?
That first glyph is the fool, not the magician. Furthermore, any decent epigrapher knows those glyphs refer to the infamous plague of oozing hives. A fitting curse for a fool, don't you think? I rather like it.
Fool and magician, so she got the wrong tarot card? Yeah, one of these days. One of these days. Ooh. Wonder how beat up that is. I know, I have a couple of things that I'm trying to, like, save mad money for. That's one of them. Ooh. Ooh. Hey Luke, still looking for birthday present ideas? I'm kidding. I am kidding. I finally got this tablet working, so I'm good for a while. Let's see.
Henrik, this note was found at a crime scene. Are you telling me you left it there?
I don't remember.
I'm investigating the theft of the Pakal carving. Please, Henrik, try to remember something.
Who in the world is Pakal? Oh, my head. Oh, the pressure. I can't take any more today, Nancy.
Okay, it's time for some memory therapy. Nancy, could you come back tomorrow?
Okay. Nurse Bluefoot is very enthusiastic about his job. So, and I will say, when I was looking at the different tablets and stuff, I was doing a lot of digital art. Again, that was a few years ago. I haven't done traditional art even in a long time.
Hello, Nancy.
Let's see. It says that Nurse Bluefoot sounds like he sings jazz on the weekends. Again, he sounds like he has a zest for life.
Why did Mexico choose to lend the monolith to Beach Hill and not some other museum?
Johanna Riggs outbid everyone. I had no idea a small museum like Beach Hill could afford such an expensive arrangement.
Let's see.
Do you consider Henrik a conquistador, along with Joanna Riggs and Sinclair?
Henrik is a student of my culture and my heritage, not trying to buy and sell it. We don't agree on everything, especially not baseball, but I have nothing against him.
That's a fair distinction. I do quite like Henrik. I think he's a good character. It's like, we had, both Message in a Haunted Mansion and The Final Scene had a lot of annoying characters, and there's definitely some annoying characters in this one, including you, my dude. But I do quite like Henrik.
Do you know what cinnabar is?
The red powder that the Maya used? Sure, I know it. They use it at Beach Hill too, do they not?
Cinnabar was used to make the red handprint that was left at the scene of the Pakal theft.
What is your point?
Joanna said the museum didn't have any, but the supplier said she ordered some last week.
Have you called the police?
I don't want to jump to conclusions.
Of course. Sister Joanna couldn't possibly be a thief now, could she?
Oh boy.
Have you heard? The Pakal carving was stolen from the museum.
Well, I heard the alarms going off, but it wasn't until Henry called me that I heard the news.
So, you were in the museum at the time?
I was dropping off the monolith agreement for Joanna, as I said I would.
Did you see anything suspicious?
I was running late. I just figured somebody tripped a wire and I kept going. Whew.
It's odd that I didn't see you.
I was there on business, Nancy, not for tea.
Luke says, Cinnabar, isn't that the island in Pokemon where you can catch Mew? I don't know. I've never gotten to that point in Pokemon.
Don't you care about the disappearance of such a rare Maya artifact?
That artifact was lost to me as soon as it left Mexican soil. So my friend Pakal goes underground for a while until he is sold again. Suddenly, he turns up in Amsterdam or Hong Kong. Unless he is rightfully repatriated to Mexico, what's the difference?
Have you heard? Henrik Vanderheun fell off the pyramid at the museum. He's in the hospital with a mysterious head injury.
That is terrible news. I hope it's not too serious.
So, the only Pokemon game that I've played is Pokemon Moon, and I haven't even beat that yet. I got a really late start on Pokemon. I do own Let's Go Eevee, I think. But I haven't started that one yet because I haven't finished Pokemon Moon yet. So, yeah. I've been playing Yokai Watch instead.
Do you know much about Maya glyphs?
You've got me there. I know Spanish, English, Portuguese, and several indigenous languages, including Quiche and Nahuatl, but I have yet to learn the language of glyphs.
Oh. Goals.
I should get back to the museum.
Adios, Nancy.
Okay. Let's see. Let's go talk to Taylor Sinclair, see if he was there. I mean, we now know that Henrik is probably the one who stole the carving. But, again, how did Henrik wind up on the ground?
It's a fiasco, just as I feared. Oh, I am sick about the whole thing.
Speaking of annoying characters.
I see you've spoken with Joanna.
I was in the museum when it happened.
Have you spoken to the police?
I told them everything I know. I mean, I coughed up my brains right there on the table.
That wouldn't take much effort. Oh, whoops, was that out loud?
So, do you think this is linked to the thefts in Topeka and New Mexico?
That awful red hand was left on Prudence Rutherford's jewelry box in Topeka, and on the display case in the museum in New Mexico. What's the chance they're not connected?
What's the name of the museum in New Mexico?
The Chaco Canyon Cultural Center. They had a beautiful collection up there, worth a bundle, too. I appraised some pieces for them a few years back.
Well, we have a lot of questions to ask him. I've been avoiding him because he's annoying. And that his tie is just way too loud.
Do you know Prudence Rutherford personally?
Oh, we saw each other at functions now and then. Poor Prudence. She adored that necklace.
Why do you think the thief is leaving this red handprint?
To be a gruesome scoundrel?
Oh boy. He's so dramatic.
When you sell a piece of art, what kind of commission do you get?
Standard, 10%. It's no king's ransom, unless of course you sell something for $1 million. Too bad I'm not allowed to put that monolith on the market, huh?
Hmm. Okay.
I need a photo of the Pakal carving. Do you have one?
Joanna took the official print for her insurance claim, but I have a couple extras. Here you go. Keep up the
Lovely.
good work.
Oh, well.
Any news?
Right.
There was an incident at the museum. Henrik is in the hospital with a head injury.
Poor Henrik. Another squabble between him and Joanna, perhaps?
Hmm.
Oh, I'm kidding, but I do remember the time she threatened to push him in the pond. Temper, temper, I'm always telling her.
Hmm.
Joanna says you performed an act of wizardry in helping Beach Hill acquire the Pakal carving.
Getting those Provenance docs together was a pig and a half. Oh, they're on the up and up, I assure you. But to have been at the height of my career back before the crackdown, those were the days.
A pig and a half?
Maybe sometime I'll tell you a sad story I call How Mexico Lost Its Sense of Humor. Not today, though, Nancy.
Weird. Okay. I mean, Roy, I feel like if you can find a dinosaur egg, then you should be able to sell it, right?
Alejandro says you're unethical, a modern-day conquistador, that you're robbing Mexico of its cultural history.
And I say Alejandro is the real bully of the playground, a lunch money extortionist who loves nothing more than to see the other boys and girls go hungry.
I'm gonna go with they're both a little bit right and a little bit wrong.
I'd better get going.
Bye now.
And they're both annoying. These are annoying people. Yep, the hard part in making $1 billion by selling a dinosaur egg is to find the dinosaur egg in the first place. See, that's what I'm saying. That would be like actually finding the treasure on Oak Island or something. Like, you will have earned it. Let's see. I wonder what access code Joanna was bugging Henrik for. Nancy, the police called. They want me to go down to the station for further questioning. Something about an anonymous tip. I'll bet it was Alejandro. Do I have time for this? No. Hold down the fort while I'm gone, will you please? I left my office open if you need anything. Ooh, we can snoop. Be back soon from Joanna. Okay. What we need is to snoop. So, leaving her office open works very well for us. All right, let's get snoopy. Okay. What's she examining over here? Okay. No idea. Cool lab setup. Go through her desk, throw everything on the floor. Right? Let's see. Packing list. Ship to Beach Hill Museum for loans. Ooh, there's a jade carving with unidentified glyph. Ooh. That sounds familiar. I think we're looking for some of those. Boop, boop, be-doop. Ooh, little key. Okay, is that all? It's a pretty desk. Ooh, here we go. Filing cabinets. Zoop, boop. Also, not that anybody cares about this, but I've been playing
Who knew wonders
Whoop.
if Jake
Ow.
has so much history.
I've been playing Age of Empires 3, and they've been slowly making some of their like DLC civilizations free to play, and this week they made the Aztec civilization free to play, so I've been messing around with that and it's been quite fun. Okay. King Pakal carving. Says site of excavation and year of excavation unknown. 1940, given by Rupert Starr to the Serpentine Gallery in Los Angeles, California. 1955, sold by Serpentine. 1993, sold at auction. Da-da-da. Okay. Someone from Serpentine Gallery. Wow. Holy. So in 1955? No. No, it's a different one, right? No. So what they're saying is that in 1955, the thing cost $800,000. How much is that adjusted for inflation? Holy. So yeah, they paid over $1 million. Right? Yeah, they paid over $1 million for the Pakal carving. Which first known record of ownership was 1940? Okay. Well, that's cool. She's gone, and her coat is gone too. Her coat was hanging up here earlier. That's a really nice detail. That makes me happy. Alright. It's time to do some serious snooping. I suppose we have mail. Nope. Says that we're being shipped another jade carving. I'm very intrigued by this. Oh yeah, we have that little key.
It's locked. It's locked.
What does it unlock then? I didn't see anything else to unlock in her office. So, what else would it unlock?
You have voicemail.
Nancy, it's
Oh.
Joanna. The police are done giving me the 3rd degree, but now the board has suspended me. To make a long story short, I'm forbidden to set foot in the museum. Could you please call Franklin Rose and try to reason with him? If we don't get a move on, this exhibit is going straight down the tubes.
To replay messages,
Oh.
press 0.
Alrighty then.
Boss
Roswell, Jackson, and Rose. How may I direct your call?
Okay.
This is Nancy Drew, calling for Franklin Rose, please. Just a minute, please.
Nancy, you must be psychic. I was just getting ready to call you myself.
As a matter of fact, I have been brushing up on my mind reading.
Well, thank goodness I've got you on my side. I feel I should apologize for the situation that's going on at the museum, dear. I really did think we were setting you up with a nice little internship, a breather from your casework, but instead it looks like we've fed you to the lions.
Can I say that Franklin Rose has boomer vibes? I mean that in a nice way. Luke says Nancy Drew with psychic powers. That'd be an interesting story. Shh, I have dibs on that one. Roy says you now have a new office. Let's see.
Don't worry, I'm used to it by now. And after all, this situation is no more treacherous than my recent attempt at a ski vacation in Wisconsin. Anyway, about Beach Hill.
I think I know what you're going to say, Nancy. Let me be frank. Joanna Riggs has been in the doghouse with the board for months. Her thirst for acclaim has led her to gamble the future and the reputation of Beach Hill time and again. Now that we've lost the Bacall carving, one of our most notable pieces, well, she's just got to be stopped.
I mean, Roy, she did leave her office open. There's no one to stop us from using it. Let's see.
But with Henrik in the hospital and Joanna suspended, how can we possibly get this exhibit off the ground?
Leave that to me. We'll postpone the opening if we have to. Look, I've got a client waiting, Nancy. What we need now is for you to take up the slack. I've spoken to the rest of the board, and we've agreed that the best thing is to put you in charge.
We are currently the only adult on the property. We're the only adult here.
Oh, Mr. Rose, I'm not qualified to be a curator. I don't have the experience.
Maybe not, but you are the best qualified detective I know, which is just what we need right now. We're counting on you to catch this thief red-handed. Ha ha. Just kidding, kiddo. If you can get the Bacall back, we'll see about giving Ms. Riggs another chance. That seems fair, doesn't it?
Okay.
It's a deal, Mr. Rose.
Bye, kiddo.
Benjamin asks, does the phone have a call a real adult option? Unfortunately, no. The only people we can call are Bess and George, and they're even less qualified than we are. Now, we can call Chaco Canyon Cultural Center. Can we call them from here, or do we have to call them from the hotel? I think we have to call them from the hotel. All right. Hey, Trumpet. Welcome back. How are you doing? Let's see here. Let's go back to the hotel, see who we can call. I think. Yeah, it's well after 4 o'clock, so we can't go back to visit Henrik again. Trumpet says, this Tuesday feels like a Monday, but I'll take it if Friday feels like a Thursday. I'm going to have a Thursday that feels like a Friday this week. And yes, this Tuesday 100% feels like a Monday. Monday was weird. Yeah, my streaming schedule is going to be all over the place this week. I need to finalize exactly when I'm streaming Thursday and Friday. Okay. Let's try Chaco Canyon.
You've reached the Chaco Canyon Cultural Center. The center is now closed. Regular hours are from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. 7 days a week, except on major national holidays, when we are closed.
Ooh. Trumpet asks, do you ever play Mola? Started checking out again over the weekend. Okay, so I have never done Uru Live because I never had anyone to play it with and I was too scared. I would love to try it. Dadgummit. Okay. Hold up. Tell me when the ads are over so I can answer. So I can answer. I type slow. There we go. No. Oh, Bess and George. Oop. Since it's getting late and so there's not many other people we can talk to.
No peeking at my cards, George. Hello?
Hey, Beth, it's me, Nancy.
Hey, Nancy. How's life at the museum?
Everything was going great until someone broke into a display case and stole one of the museum's most valuable artifacts. A jade carving of King Pakal.
A theft? When? How? Who are your suspects? Do you have any clues?
Easy, ladies. Let's just say that so far, I have more questions than I do answers. But don't worry, I'm on the case.
There goes your low-key internship. Honestly, Nancy, it never will cease to amaze me how one girl can cross paths with so much trouble.
Okay, so I actually have never played Uru Live. I've played the offline version of Uru, but I've never played Uru Live because I never knew anyone who was playing it and I was too scared to just play it by myself with all the strangers. So I keep wanting to try it. I really do want to try it out. I've just always been too chicken.
Sinclair and Alejandro Del Rio have both earned a place on my suspect list.
Why?
Both admitted to being in the building at the time when the alarm went off.
Did they act defensive about it?
Not really. They both act as though they have nothing to hide.
Do you think they could be working together?
Judging by Alejandro's opinion of Taylor, I highly doubt it. But then again, stranger things have happened.
Yeah. Like in the 10th grade when Bess turned purple in the middle of her class presentation on greenhouse gases. George, would you kindly put a sock in it?
Yeah, I'd heard that some of the ages take like help from friends to solve the puzzles, and it's like, I don't have friends. I have friends, but none of my IRL friends are gamers. Let's see.
Somehow, Joanna has gotten the museum into some financial hot water.
How'd she do that?
Yeah, and how hot's the water?
It's all very vague. I want to give her the benefit of the doubt. I mean, maybe she just overextended the budget a little in her effort to acquire the best artifacts for the museum, but
even if her intentions were good,
she may be feeling a little desperate to make some money back quickly.
Desperate enough to steal the Pakal carving, sell it on the black market, and collect the insurance on it too?
I know she loves the museum. Who knows what she'd do if she were afraid of losing her job.
She's a suspect.
Definitely a suspect.
Benjamin says, look at Mrs. Fancy over here with IRL friends. Lol. Yes. Right,
After the board caught wind about the police interrogating Joanna, they suspended her.
But Joanna didn't take the Pakal.
I tried to suggest that to Franklin Rose without betraying Henrik's confidence, but he's not interested in cutting Joanna any slack.
So what? She's history?
Mr. Rose said that if the Pakal carving is recovered, he'll reconsider.
Well, that's just one more reason you've got to find that carving. Yeah. Joanna's ambitions may be a little misguided at times, but She shouldn't have to take the fall for Henrik.
Plus which, her presence at the museum may be one of the crucial ingredients to solving this case.
Okay, we're almost caught up here. Yeah, one of these days I really do want to get into Mist Online Uru Live. Like, I've never done anything like MMO, so it's very intimidating. But there's not combat, so that helps.
I don't know what to make of Alejandro Del Rio, the attaché to the Mexican consulate.
What's his connection to Beach Hill?
Right now, he's negotiating the monolith loan agreement between Mexico and the museum.
And what's your confusion? Something to do with dashing good looks, I hope.
Well, he is a little bit handsome, but he also seems very angry about all the Mexican antiquities his country has lost over the years.
How have they been lost?
They've been taken by explorers and archaeologists and smugglers. I guess the laws have only recently changed to protect Mexico's rights to its own antiquities.
Well, it sounds like he has a legitimate gripe.
Yes, but I got the feeling he would do just about anything to get an artifact returned to Mexico.
What do you mean, anything?
That's what I'm not sure of.
Well, let's hope he's just a big talker and not a bona fide vigilante.
Yeah, Uru Live is the most appealing sounding MMO to me. And I feel weird having a Myst game that I haven't played. Hey Brave, welcome back! Joanna, the curator, has been suspended, and so we have been temporarily put in charge of the museum. We are the only adult on the premises.
Why would the thief keep leaving that awful red handprint at every crime scene?
Talk about a creepy trademark.
Oh, I'm just glad I haven't seen it. With my sensitive psyche, that type of thing is like a 10-year warranty for nightmares.
Does it have any meaning in Maya culture?
Not that I know of.
Well, somebody ought to know. You're surrounded by experts in Maya culture, for gosh sakes.
But maybe it doesn't mean anything at all. Maybe the thief just thinks it's glamorous.
Sure. I mean, who really wants anonymity after all? Thieves have to have style. Something to set them apart, right?
It's not just any old villain that gets a book deal these days.
I'll talk to you later, ladies.
We'll be waiting for an update.
Bye, Nancy.
Just want to see if I can ask him anything else, because we have a note
Boswell, Jackson, and Rose.
to ask him about Prudence Rutherford, and we haven't been able to yet.
Mr. Rose is out of the office.
Ah.
Would you like to try back later?
Sure.
Okay.
Thank you for calling Boswell, Jackson, and Rose.
So apparently everyone's gone to bed. 8:30, and we're going to be going to bed. So... I always forget just how alarming that alarm is. Like, it gives me flashbacks. Ooh, Brave had an eventful day at the museum. Old lady fainted from exhaustion? Dadgum! Let's see. Is that just the key to the file cabinet? Nothing over there.
You have no voicemail.
So I believe they're currently working on number 34, but I really only like the first 25.
I'd like to speak to Franklin Rose, please.
I'm sorry, but Mr. Rose is out of the office. Would you like to try back later?
Sure.
Thank you for calling Boswell, Jackson, and Rose.
Yeah, so because the first game came out in like the 98 or 99, something like that. Like, they started in the 90s. And for a while they did like one game a year. And then they did this thing for a while where they like fired half of their team, but required them to put out 2 games a year. And then they fired the remaining half of the team and replaced them with a cheaper team from maybe Russia? Something like that. And then the game quality went whoop. But they kept pushing for a while, but the games weren't performing as well. And then they had one that they'd gone kind of all out on and it flopped hard. And I actually still have not played that one. And that was a few years ago. And I think they've been struggling for a while. And now they're working on another new game. So first time in several years. But I don't know that I didn't play the flop. I don't know if I'm going to give the new one a shot or not. I really enjoy just playing the first 25 over and over, and that's an awful lot. So I don't even know if they are still using the same team. Like, at a certain point, I could not keep up anymore. So. So most stuff doesn't, like, everything's in normal business hours. So we can't just, like, work nonstop or anything. Oh, right. I wanted to look at that paper on her desk. Duh. Okay. Okay, it doesn't say how much she paid for it. Like, we basically can't do anything until 10 a.m. Beep beep. Okay, I think... Let's see if I can remember the answers to this thing. Okay, we got that one. Okay. Yeah, I have to remember how to spell it. I know what it is. There it is. Okay. I don't know. I'm not sure when I'm gonna want to play a new game. Well, new-ish. Yeah, so we have to find that from someone somewhere. Yeah. Aw, Mrs. First says she has a snoring beagle on her shoulder right now. That's adorable. Okay, well, it's 9. Wonder when Franklin Rose gets into his office. All right. Oh. Press 9 for an outside line. There we go.
Boswell, Jackson, and Rose, how may I direct your call? I'd like to speak to Franklin Rose, please. I'm
Okay.
sorry, but Mr. Rose is out of the office.
I also forgot
Would
that
you
I
like to call
needed to
back
put
later?
laundry in the
Sure. Thank you for
dryer
calling
before I
Boswell,
started
Jackson, and Rose.
streaming. Whoops. 9:15. Yeah, I put it in the washer, but I forgot that I needed to put it in the dryer, so... yeah. Yeah, Luke, the ones that are in the dryer now, I had set to freshen up, but it was a minute ago, so I don't know if they're still fresh. Let's see... Hold up. I'm just going to... real quick.
It's locked. It's locked.
I was hoping it would work for one. Nope. Alright. Ooh. I'm 30. We're almost there. Okay, so... yeah. If when I ever get into a Mist Online mood, I will absolutely post it in the Discord. Yeah, adulting is a pain. There's just so much of it. Luke says the laundry will need freshened up again because his khakis wrinkle immediately when exposed to air. Alright. So we found some things. Hold on. Okay. Alright. This first says everyone is always in a hurry to become an adult, and then they have to start adulting, and they find out there's a lot about being an adult that is not much fun. I was definitely never in any hurry to be an adult. I was resistant, kicking and screaming the whole way. But then Luke had to go and be cute, so we got married, and so now there's that whole, like, house thing, you know. Okay. And I'll make a note to use the act. Oh, looks like Henrik's doing better. He's 61 and a half. Allergic to chicken and bee stings. Okay. He says you were domesticated. Yes. Location, it's a Discord thing.
Well, look who it is.
Hi, Henrik. I've come to talk Maya Kings. Let's see if this photo rings any bells.
Luke says he asked us for math. Yep. Oh, it's not that it's too personal, it's that I'm having trouble remembering. It hasn't even been that long.
This will help you to remember.
That face. He's as familiar as my own feet.
Feet?
Can you remember the last time you saw him?
Pakal! Nancy, this is the stolen carving, isn't it? And I'm the one who took it. I must have. But why? Oh, Pakal! What could I have meant by this?
Ad break. Alright, so Henrik stole Pakal. I can't remember why. Yeah, I don't want to make him nervous by getting him to think that he's going to be arrested. So we're going to be asking about where the carving is now. That's what I really need to know. This first says, there seem to be a lot of ad breaks today. Wonder if Twitch is trying something new. That would be odd. Yeah, because I have it set, it's supposed to be on like a timer. Where it does like 1 minute of ads every 20 minutes or something. It suggested doing like 1.5 minutes every 30, I think. So I'm just experimenting with the different like timing. 1.5 minutes just sounded like way too long for me to have an ad. So
Think, Henrik, where's the carving now?
I can't remember.
All I need is some idea of where to look next. I'll take any scrap of memory you've got, Henrik.
It's still in the museum.
yeah, it's the same ratio. It's just that 1.5 minutes where nobody can hear me sounded so much longer than 1 minute.
Why would you break into the display case and steal the carving only to leave it in the museum?
To protect him. I had to protect him. Oh, Pakal. Something is going on at that museum, a devious plot. I was the only one who could stand in the way.
What kind of plot?
Forgive me, Nancy, but when I woke up in this hospital bed, I didn't even know my own name. Perhaps the only thing I can offer you is this key. It was found in one of my pockets when I was brought in.
Maybe that key goes to the lock where you hid the Pakal.
I haven't a clue. Take the key now, Nancy. Find out what it opens and return to me, please, with some answers.
We'll get to the bottom of this, I promise.
In the meantime, I'll sit with my friend Pakal and see if he will tell me anything new. You must keep this to yourself for now. It's your only hope of getting to the bottom of this.
Did you use Joanna's name last week to place an order for Cinnabar with Keep It Real Restoration?
You're asking the wrong amnesiac.
I think that's probably the correct key. Hey, Boomer, welcome back. Yes, and I'm trying to remember how old Luke and I were when we got married. Luke, do you have an answer? It's not even that long ago. Like, I was what, like 27-ish? I think.
Do you have anything against Joanna?
Who knows?
Okay, that sounds right. Jinx.
Do you know anything about the theft of Prudence Rutherford's necklace?
I can't remember.
Henrik, I need to know where you put the Pakal carving.
I can't remember.
You
Okay.
rest up. I'll be back.
Be careful.
Okay. We'll go see if this is the key to his desk. It says you can hear the gears grinding. Yes. Oh, Mrs. Verse says, I thought you were younger than that. I'm so old that you seem like babies in comparison. Okay, like, I got mistaken for, like, a high schooler well into my 20s. I still have a very clear memory of being, like, I want to say 25 or something, and going to a restaurant with a friend. And the waiter put the menus down and then picked up the cocktail menu and just went, and I don't think you ladies will be needing this. Walked away. And was like, we're both legal. Hello? We can drink, I promise. Like, didn't even give us an opportunity to be carded. It was just like, you're children. Ooh, we found a journal. Number stations. Okay, you need to have to know how to count to 9. Yes, in Spanish. Okay. Roy says I'm 500 years old, but people think I look 35. I can relate to that. Boomer asks, could you order off the child's menu then? I was able to get away with that up until I was like 19. So, hold up. So the number station we're looking for is 2050 hertz. Okay. All right. Ooh, to decode the numbers. Write down the last 3 digits of the series and add a 0 to it to get a 4-digit number. Add each of the original 5 digits and add the sum to the 4-digit number from the first step. Oh, there's sums and stuff. This is the station that the smugglers will take messages on. Oh, okay. Password is with Nahuatl, word for snake. Oh no, Benjamin says I have the opposite problem. My hairline was receding by high school. Oh. Sorry. Boomer says, also if a train leaves Pittsburgh traveling east at 50 miles per hour. Let's see. Looks like the word we need is gonna be leche.
Looks like I need to find someone who speaks Nahuatl.
Okay. Mrs. First says, growing up, everyone thought I was younger than my sister, who was 5 years younger than me. And one time my brother, the middle child, was brought a child's menu and my sister wasn't. Whoops! Benjamin says, receding hairline but could grow epic facial hair and now has a beard that would make a wizard blush. Nice. Trumpet says that he performed Fiddler on the Roof in high school and was the only guy who could grow his own beard. That's awesome. Oh wow, this is 72? So like, how many years earlier? That says 72, right? Dadgum. Hiked with Big Bunny all day. Temperatures in the hundreds, water scarce, but Highland region is beautiful and pristine except for Bunny's incessant commentary. Even spotted a quetzal flying amongst the branches, a rare treat. Symbolizes freedom and wealth, tail highly prized by the Maya. Hard rain last night. Shared tent with Big Bunny. Act out of kindness, pity. What does he eat? Nearly suffocated. Oh my. Oh my gosh. Crossed paths with old shaman today, eager for some relief from Big Bunny, accepted old man's invitation to eat. Old man Vicente gave us very strong tea, to which Big Bunny reacted negatively. He kept shouting, "Bunny rabbits, flaming bunny rabbits." Return of the repressed? Once he even pounced on the floor to try to catch one, but there was nothing there. Vicente thought this very funny. I nearly expired from embarrassment. Tea had no unusual effect on me. Okay. Old man told us legend has it that the highlands are haunted by the spirit of Amaxkali. Understood most, translated for Bunny. Here is legend as best I could gather. At the height of Pakal's reign, a royal Maya scribe, Kiwapili Amaxkali? I don't know this language. Wrote an account of the Maya that somehow defamed Pakal's name. Amaxkali disappeared along with all traces of her work. The rumor was that Pakal banished the scribe and her writings to the far reaches of the netherworld. Island elders swear that Amaxkali has haunted these hills for centuries and will not rest until her writings are unearthed and her name is restored to dignity. Banished? Ha! If only Pakal were so lenient. Would have enjoyed the story much more without the unwanted outbursts of my foolish sidekick. Quite a tale, though. Amazing that it has survived somehow over hundreds of years. Bunny wants to start small-time smuggling racket to pay off his college tuition. He's the last person I'd want for a partner in crime, but I do need some way to fund my own studies. I wonder if I could stand it. Travels today have been uneventful. Sun is hotter than ever. Tomorrow we return to base camp. Cannot wait to be rid of my companion. Suspect he is really a dog in bunny clothing. Described him as garrulous. Nice word. Okay. Benjamin says he's aging into a hippie. Lociation says that she liked the hippies look, except that bell bottoms would get stuck in your bicycle chain. Mrs. Fur says she can remember using metal clips to keep her jeans from getting caught in the bike chain. That's awesome. Ooh, translation notes. Ooh. Okay, some sort of... Alright, broken earth, four corners of the world. Interesting. Okay. And something about Pakal. Okay, four corners of Earth to the end of time. Boomer says you have the Johnny Cash look, all black, but only because they can't mix and match worth anything. Is this thing working? Whoop, whoop. 3, 2, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. Okay, I think we've got our numbers. But for the password, we need someone who speaks in the hotel, which Alejandro said he does. Also, I want to see if I can leave these glyphs, like the translation notes, with Henrik. Oh, he's napping. Okay, leave that with him. See if he remembers what he was translating and what it meant. And we need the hotel word for I think they said snake. All right.
Buenos dias.
I need to know the Nahuatl word for snake. Can you help me?
What do you need that word for?
Oh, I need it to send a message by ham radio. It's a long story.
Now, if only I could remember the word for snake. I hear you have been a great help to Henrik. I wonder if you can help me improve my memory too.
That sounded creepy.
Something tells me this translation is going to come with strings attached.
I am almost certain that the provenance documents for the Pakal carving were falsified. I have asked Joanna to see the documents, but she evades me. If you can find that file in her office and bring it to me, I think it might help my memory of Nahuatl a lot.
First, you tell me you were unconcerned about the theft of the Pakal carving, and now you have an urgent need to see the provenance documents? Is it just me, or is this a little suspicious?
If I can determine that the provenance documents are a fraud, this will be the first major step toward legal repatriation of the artwork, whenever and wherever it resurfaces.
Okay, Alejandro. I'll see what I can do.
I feel my Nahuatl coming back to me already. Do you know what Sihuapili means?
Sihuapili.
Princess or lady. Now, if only I could remember the word for snake.
Okay, Sihuapili was the other word that was in that legend. Sihuapili Amexcali. So, Lady Amexcali? Something like that.
Have you heard? The police received an anonymous tip, and they're considering Joanna a prime suspect in the Pakal theft. They've taken her in for questioning.
I called in that tip.
Yeah, we know.
She lied about the Cinnabar, and you may not know this, but she has jeopardized the museum's finances with all of her wheeling and dealing. Why should she not be questioned?
How do you know about museum finances?
I have my sources.
I should get back to the museum.
Adios, Nancy.
I don't like him. Alright. Museum. Steal some provenance documents, I guess. We're a detective and also a thief. But Nancy's a kleptomaniac anyway, so it doesn't make too much of a difference for her. Not letting... There we go. Okay, is there anything that's locked up? Still don't know what that one key goes to. Trumpet says we're all kleptos in video games. That's true. Every time I find anything, can I pick that up? Can I keep it? Alright. Take him his provenance documents. See if we can get our code so we can talk to smugglers. Oh, interesting. So Alejandro has problems with Joanna and Sinclair because he feels like they're thieves who are stealing his cultural heritage, but that Henrik is a student of his culture, so Henrik is fine. And Henrik is the one who is actually stealing artifacts and smuggling them. How interesting.
Hello, Nancy. You have a special delivery for me, I hope?
Promise me that you'll take good care of these documents.
Good work, my friend. I suppose you would like something in return?
I trust your Nahuatl has become fluent again.
The Nahuatl word for snake is coatl. C-O-A-T-L.
C-O-A-T-L.
Muchas gracias. Gotta go.
Adios, Nancy.
Okay, let's go to the hotel. So I want to see what's on this diskette. Okay. Alright. We have a diskette of some kind. Ooh. What is that thing? So I'm guessing the glyph tells us what the password is. We just have to find out what the glyph is. Dadgummit. Let's try here. Let's see if Henrik is awake yet. We're gonna run out of visiting hours soon. We need to find out what that glyph is. Oh. Stone. Okay. Okay. A curse upon you who beholds this terror. The evil deeds of the Whisperer of Silent Secrets remain undead. Within this prison of stone, broken only when the four corners of the world are bound together. When the first king ascends the throne again, when the last Copan fool has labored till the end of time. Okay, we're gonna need that information. So... First king ascends the throne, last Copan fool. Okay.
Nancy, you have brought me back to my work.
You recognize the riddle then?
I've been working like a fiend. Look at the board.
There's
yes.
Henrik's password.
This
Awesome.
has something to do with the plot at the museum, Nancy. I'm sure of it.
Who is this Whisperer of Silent Secrets?
The Whisperer came from a distinguished line of royal scribes. I can't seem to remember her name, but I do recall that she wrote an account of Maya history that greatly angered Pakal because of the way it depicted his ascent to the throne.
Okay, so that would be that Amaxkali person.
How did Pakal wish to be depicted?
From the age of 12, when he came to the throne, Pakal claimed to be divinely appointed the first true authentic king of the Maya. Then the Whisperer came along and wrote that Pakal was only king because his mother pulled some strings. It was quite a blow to Pakal's image.
What happened to the scribe's writings?
Pakal swore that the Whisperer's words would never see the light of day. He put her body, her soul, and her writings all in a tomb and locked it up tight.
Does this mean that the monolith is hollow inside and full of bones?
That's the idea.
Ooh. Oh, creepy. Boomer asks if it was a careless whisperer. I enjoy that. I unironically love that song. That's a beautifully sad song. Wham is so underrated.
Does anyone else know about this?
Good question. I'm certain that there's a dirty rat trying to get into that tomb. This is where my memory fizzles out. If I could only figure out why I took the Pakal.
Benjamin says, so earlier you said there's like 34 Nancy Drew games. Has she been to space yet? Always tell if a series is out of gas when it goes to space. She has not been to space yet, and the one they're working on now, I want to say she's at a coffee shop in Prague? Maybe. I know. I've been following it, but I'm not letting my hopes get up. So, yeah.
Do you think there is anyone I can trust?
Please don't breathe a word of this. There's too much at stake.
Have you ever been part of a smuggling racket?
I don't know.
Like, I'm not sure if I've ever been a smuggler. Okay.
Can you tell me what the password is to your disk?
You're asking the wrong amnesiac.
Henrik, I need to know
where
you put the Pakal carving.
You're asking the wrong amnesiac.
All right.
You rest up. I'll be back.
I'll do my best.
I'll do my best to rest up. Honestly, feel that. I'm terrible at resting up. Okay, let's access his weird little diskette thing. Like, it's not quite a CD and it's not quite a flash drive. Alright. Stone. Ding ding. Translation. Okay, that's the thing that we saw in his notes. That's full ritualistic ball game. Okay, there we go. A Tanzahab. Oh my gosh, I never heard that. Wow. Okay. Hold up. A Tanzahab. I need a spot to write this down. I need to leave a space open. Tanzahab. Okay. Whoop. Alright, alright, see you in a bit, Lyciation. Tanzahab. Matchmaker. Alright. Greenstone. Jade, jadeite, serpentine, all different shades of green. The 6 keys would likely be carved out of this. Oh, 6 keys, you say? We love keys. Alright. The prison bears an intricate lock. 6 separate keys must be assembled to fit the lock. 4 corners of world plus Fool and King. Each must represent one interlocking part of a bigger key. A cube has 6 sides, perhaps they fit together into a cube. But where are these keys and what do they look like? It's probably scattered all over the Maya world, so they'd not ever be able to be put back together. Keys carved out of must be jade, likely each bears an identifying glyph. Must track them down before it's too late. Someone else knows about this. Ooh. Yes, Scribe Amaxkali from Shaman's Legend. Monolith must be a mechanism for her punishment, and because she was most likely of royal lineage, the call could not permanently prohibit her from entering the underworld, so there should be a mechanism within the prison of stone to allow her soul to find its way out. Ooh, I like that idea. Because I was just thinking, why would there be a key? Why would it not just be sealed shut forever? So the idea that he can't permanently keep her out of the underworld, and so there has to be a mechanism to allow her soul to escape. That's such a good idea. Like, as a fantasy writer, love that. Might have to steal that. Okay. Ooh, north. Artifacts found as far north as New Mexico. North Key likely among the numerous pieces lost in recent Chaco Canyon Cultural Center heist. South. Maya civilization extended to western Honduras, northern El Salvador, Belize. Further? Amazon jungle? Call it research or inspiration. Yep, that's how it works. Steal like an artist. Is it the immature artist imitates, the mature artist steals? Something like that. Bad artist defaces what he takes. The good artist makes it better or at least different. Alright, see Rutherford. Okay, so you think south is what Rutherford had. East. Canton. Oh man. Steal the best, design the rest. Yes, exactly. Oh, Cuba. Ooh. Bishop Diego de Landa found strange jade carving there in Cuba in 1652. Could this be the East Key? I'm pretty sure that's the thing that we found the shipping insurance form for that should currently be on its way to the museum. Right. Ooh. West. Revia, Gata Island, too far. Research, 1898, jade carving with unidentifiable glyph sold at New York auction. According to Provenance Docs, artifact originally found by Spanish military commander Juan de Ascension Cartega, 1753, Cocos Island off Costa Rica. Sold to whom? Carving sold to Midwestern shoe polish tycoon Henry Albert Daddle. Henry Albert Daddle IV in Vermilion, South Dakota. Alright, just gonna put that number up here. So 605 55 3195. Trumpet says I was literally in a training last week that instructed us not to copy code, not even our own. The point was that hopefully we've improved as devs since we wrote that old code. We want to use the best quality we can today. Very different from writing. Yeah, though with writing, like it's ideas and concepts. Like I wouldn't copy and paste dialogue out of one of my old works. Yuck. But I can look at an old work and be like, oh, it has a princess who's been cursed. That's fun. I could do another story with a princess who's been cursed. Ooh, Copan Fool. Reports from Dig are good. Found jade carving with rabbit glyph. Rabbit was trickster. Could this be the fool? Radio for delivery. Ooh. The call. Touted self as first true king. Beach Hill carving must be next on the thieves list. Must stop. How? Trumpet says another story with a cursed princess sounds like the start of a series. I actually do have a cursed princess story that's the start of a series. Well, trilogy, if I can get myself together. I need to place Pakal in a safe place. I cannot trust anyone at this time. Moral dilemma, but can I argue that the end justifies the means? I need to send a loud and clear message to the culprit racing to open the monolith alongside me. I only hope that I can win this round. Loud, clear, culprit, win. Oh, what? Amanai. Submerged crocodile. Okay. okay, interesting. And then contacts. Oh, okay. Competitive backstabber, no help. Okay. Oh gosh, last seen 17 months ago in Rainforest. Okay. Ooh. There you go, Honduras. Contact ham radio station, password snake in Nahuatl. Okay. Right. Oh my gosh. Boomer says, Cursed Princess meets Cursed Prince on Tinder. They meet for coffee. They accidentally exchange curses. Hilarity ensues. So does posting it in chat mean that idea's up for grabs? Because that's actually an awesome concept. Like, even if it's not a Tinder comedy kind of thing, the idea of the Cursed Princess and a Cursed Prince accidentally exchanging curses is fantastic. Trumpet says that could definitely be a new take on the overdone body swapping theme. Yes. I cannot stand body swapping stories. It's just, can't do it. They never work for me. It's a no trope for me. At least in romance. Like, that just... no. Alright, let's see if we can get through this now. Benjamin says, 'cause it's lame? Luke says, yeah, hate it. Really struggled with the new Sanderson novel. Yeah. So, there we go. Yeah. Nobleman. And, there we go. Okay, congratulations, you've successfully completed the Temple Level 2 quiz. We now use your Temple keycard to descend to the next level. Hot dog! Yeah, and... like, I guess the idea is supposed to be that living each other's lives would help them get to know each other, but I'd rather they just talk. Less creepy, and then they're not going to the bathroom for each other. I'm sorry, but I can never get past that part. These are pretty. I really like this level of the temple exhibit. Ooh. I wonder how many of these we can remember. Because we've seen them all here, but I don't think I remember many. Okay. And this one. And this one. Okay, those are all the ones that I know, like, right away. The rest of them, I know that we've seen them here. Oh, Trumpet says, I've been listening to an Audible-only book called The Kaiju Preservation Society. I'm really enjoying it. Luke, didn't you say something about that book the other day? Let's see here. Oh, okay. Nope. Okay. And yes, I'm just brute forcing this puzzle. Okay, that's... Okay. All right. Nope. Okay. Oh. Okay, so yes. All right. Luke says, yes, Luke just borrowed a copy from a friend, the paperback, and it'll be his next read once he finishes Turncoat, Dresden Files. Okay. Oh, interesting. Okay, well, we finished that puzzle. Ooh. Burial rituals. Always my favorite part. Gosh, I'm weird. As preparation for the long and often dangerous journey through the afterlife, the Maya buried their dead with religious articles and objects they'd used when alive. Tools such as grinding stones and flint points, jewelry and other ornaments, small figurines placed in the arms of the dead for companionship. Priests were buried with their books. I would need a very large tomb. Jade beads were placed in the mouths of corpses along with ground corn for physical and spiritual sustenance in the afterlife. That's cool. Burial rituals for rulers were particularly elaborate to ensure a high level of status for the ruler in the afterlife. To learn more, be sure to explore the King Pakal tomb exhibit, also on this level. Okay. Ooh. That's pretty. I love underground water. It's such a vibe. Ooh. Mayan calendar puzzle. Using the logograph below, move the calendar stone so that the date equals 12 Kaban. Okay. Oh, weird little face. Got it. Oh, and we have to remember how to do numbers. Okay. It's one that looks like a weird little face. That's a tushy. I think that's the one. So 9, 10, 11, 12. Ding ding! Ha 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 ha. Okay. Ooh. King Pakal's tomb, recreating the Great Find. When King Pakal died after 68 years on the throne, his remains were adorned with rare jade ornaments, including the now famous jade death mask, and deposited in an elaborately carved stone sarcophagus, much like the one you see here. The sarcophagus was placed in a tomb set deep under the Temple of the Inscriptions at Palenque, Chiapas, Mexico. Like the archaeologists who discovered Pakal's tomb in the 1950s, your curiosity and hard work have led you to a hidden chamber. Now it's time to investigate the contents of the sarcophagus. But how? The answers lie ahead. That's cool. Ooh. Jade exhibit. Okay.
It's locked. It's locked.
Well, okay. So... pretty sure that's all the puzzles on this level, though. So why can I not get in? Okay. And the gentlemen are discussing Ready Player One. Ah, this is the other puzzle. I haven't read the book and I haven't watched the movie. Okay, once you've completed all of the activities for this level, get your souvenir light stick from the Tomb of Pakal.
I wonder if Henrik would remember the answer.
Alright, quiz says, what animal did Lord Pakal fear the most? Note, Sonny June, remove this at once. Henrik van der Hoon. Okay. And can we go out here? We can. Ooh.
It's too dark in here. I better go back.
I'm looking at... Whoops.
I'm sorry about the broken leg, Nancy. I'm sure you understand that we'll have to replace you as deputy curator if we're ever going to launch this exhibit. You are out of commission, after all. Nothing personal. Bye-bye.
Okay, we'll come back. I really do like this area. It's so pretty. This level was my inspiration for the bathroom in the archaeologist apartment that I've been flipping in House Flipper. Alright. Well, it's well past visiting hours, so we can't ask Henrik if he remembers today. Boomer says he likes movies and books to match in their important bits. You can't make a movie to be as detailed as a book. I think I've really been liking some adaptations recently where they're very different from each other, but they have the same vibe. Instead of having like a few things in common, but the vibes are completely different.
Boswell, Jackson, and Rose, how may I direct your call?
I'd like to speak to Franklin Rose, please.
I'm sorry, but Mr. Rose is out of the office. Would you like to try back later?
Sure.
Thank you for calling Boswell, Jackson, and Rose.
Yeah, it's too late to call Chaco Canyon either. Oh, we could call the smugglers. So.
It's locked.
Whoop. Alright, okay, so, whoop. Write down the last 3 digits of the series and add a 0 to it to get a 4-digit number. Okay. Add each of the original 5 digits. 21. Blackjack. And add the sum to the 4-digit number. So I think that would be... Okay. This is the station that smugglers will take messages on. And we want leche. Right? Send the item immediately. Luke says a hollow copy versus a different story with the same spirit and energy. Yes. Kind of like there was that UK Dirk Gently adaptation, and it had some of the same plot points as the book Dirk Gently's Holistic Detective Agency, but I don't know, it just kind of threw the plot points in and the story happened, and it didn't have that energy. Whereas the TV series Dirk Gently's Holistic Detective Agency is a completely different plot with mostly different characters, but it has the same quirky Douglas Adams vibes as the book.
The radio tube went out.
Oh no! Plunk. Alright. Now I remember what that little key that we found in Joanna's office is for. This. Ha ha ha. Bam. Boomer says that having recently reread Dune, thinks that the modern Dune adaptation is closer to the energy of the book than the 1984 version. Haven't seen the old one, so can neither confirm nor deny. Okay. Fixed your radio, Henrik. Better be grateful when you come back. Alright, I hope I did this math right. Okay. Oh, shoot. I forgot about Morse code. Okay. So... he had a Morse code guide. Yes. Oh, man. Alright, so... compose each letter. When you finish composing a letter, press send. Okay. Alright. Okay. Caution, avoid placing fingers or foreign objects into the main radio tube holding socket. Electrical shock can result. Alright, so... Coatl is gonna be dash dot dash dot dash 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 dot dash dash dot dash dot dot. Nancy Drew games love Morse code. Like, to the point that I've considered learning Morse code just to make the games easier. Then leche dot dash dot 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 dash dot dash dot 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 dot. Okay. Trumpet says, I think the only Morse code I know by heart is SOS. I know a couple of other letters, but not enough to like not enough to translate things. Boomer says, it's part 2 out, I'm 72, tell them to hurry up. Oh man. Yep. Alright, let's try this again with our Morse code in hand. So 2 7 3 1 connect. Okay. Alright. Transmítelo, I think I can figure out. Luke, do you know what ahora would be? Dash dot, dash dot. Yes. Mm-hmm. C. O. Dot dash A dash T dot dash dot dot. Okay, now. Alright, let's transmit now. See, I'm doing French in Duolingo. I don't know Spanish. Dot, dash, dot, dot. Dot. Dash, dot, dash, dot.
Mensaje recibido. Entregaremos el paquete lo más pronto posible. Cambio y fuera.
Okay, I don't know most of these, but I think something about message received and something or other as soon as possible. Boomer says I'm studying Dutch, can't help you. Ooh. Haven't tried Dutch. Travis says I'm studying React and Python. I can remember my brother getting into Python. Cambio y fuera. All right. Yeah. At some point I'd love to get back into Welsh, but right now I'm really trying to focus on French and just... I want to reach a level of linguistic knowledge that I haven't before. In basically anything, I would be happy. So... Luke says, Duo hasn't covered most of the words they're using. But Duo's purpose is not to teach you how to communicate with smugglers? Well, what's Duo even good for then? Boomer says, I once did an 80/80 assembly language program, decided I didn't like programming. Trumpet says, linguistics that isn't code is not my forte. Okay, yeah, it's late. Okay, we had a busy day. Mrs. First says, oh darn, that was the whole reason I started Duo. Right? Boomer asks, does Duolingo mean double talking? I guess technically, but they mean it in a good way? Mrs. First says, I guess my smuggling dreams are over. I know, right? It's so disappointing. That's all that we're all really here for. Like, we only want to learn foreign languages for nefarious purposes.
Hello? It's me again.
Nancy Drew, you will never guess who the cat just dragged in.
Ooh,
Frank and Joe Hardy.
you're kidding. I haven't talked to those two in months.
Let me tell you, they're as cute as ever. George and I were just telling them about your latest case, and judging by the way they're hovering around me at the moment, I think they want to say hello.
Sure, put them on.
Hi, Nancy, it's Frank.
Frank Hardy, what in the world are you doing in River Heights?
Well, Joe and I just finished up a case out west, and we're taking a few days to drive back to Bayport. So we stopped in River Heights to say hello to our favorite girls.
Well, that's awfully sweet of you.
We should have known you'd be out there chasing trouble.
Joe, is that you?
The one and only. How's it going, Nancy?
Oh, just knee-deep in another case. You know the feeling.
Do we ever? There's one around every corner, isn't there?
You can say that again.
There's one around every corner, isn't there?
All right, Joe. Cheeky as ever, I see.
It's the secret of my irresistible charm.
Oh, brother. Listen, Nancy, we're taking off again tomorrow. But if you want to talk shop about this case, why don't you give us a call on the car phone?
Car
The
phone.
number is 973-555-3393.
Sounds great. I'll do that.
Go get him, Nancy.
Good luck.
We should call their car phone. Benjamin says, wait, Nancy Drew and the Hardy Boys share a universe? And Trumpet says, I think there's a crossover book at some point. I think there might be a few crossover series. Gosh, that buzzing gives me flashbacks. Ugh. Yep, I've read some Hardy Boys and a lot of Nancy Drew. I don't know if I ever read any of the crossover books. Benjamin was an Encyclopedia Brown kid. I was into those too. I would read pretty much anything if it was a mystery. Yeah. We have more of this game left than I thought. I'm not complaining. Just interested. Okay. Okay, it's 9 o'clock. Ooh. Luke says, I missed them all and read Animorphs and Goosebumps. I wasn't allowed to read Goosebumps. Boomer says, I was so disappointed when I found out Franklin W. Dixon was a fake name for a writing team for the Hardy Boys. Same. It's like those and Nancy Drew. And the one that I can remember being my like, oh, that's not a real person was Victor Appleton. Because I was so into the Don Sturdy books. I was really into Don Sturdy. And it's like from the author of the Tom Swift books or something. Tom Swift and his motorcycle and stuff. And yeah, I was so devastated to find out that they were just ghostwritten. But we have mail from smugglers. Oh, interesting. Oh, there was an exhibit in the museum about how the Maya Light crossed eyes. There we go. All right. Okay. Yep, Luke has been rereading Animorphs on audio. Okay, I swear I just heard creepy whispering.
You have no voicemail.
Okay.
Press 9 for an outside line.
Can I call Chaco Canyon from here? Not yet. It's only 9:30. Okay. So what do we need? Benjamin says that as a kid he read a lot of Animorphs, graduated up to schlocky horror, and ended up as a big King fan. Ah. Let's see. 9:45. Right, let's try. Boomer asks, do you remember Tom Swifties? I do remember Tom Swifties, and I can never think of the Tom Swift books without thinking of Tom Swifties. Very specific brand of humor. Okay. I wanted to double check something. Yeah, he calls her the Whisperer. Hmm. Oh, Luke got Trumpet back into Animorphs. People are rediscovering old book series live in chat. Okay, so Chaco Canyon is... Whoop. Dadgummit. Alright. Oh gosh.
Chaco Canyon Cultural Center.
Hi, I'm hoping to speak to someone about the theft that happened there recently.
Are you the press?
No, I'm a detective investigating a similar crime in Washington, D.C.
This is Sheila Schultz, the director. What would you like to know?
My name is Nancy Drew. I'm calling from the Beach Hill Museum in Washington, D.C. I understand you had some rare Maya artifacts stolen recently.
That's right. It's a terrible loss, and the police here have no leads.
Beach Hill was robbed too. We lost one of our prized jade carvings.
I'm very sorry to hear that.
I'm wondering if the robberies are connected. Do you mind if I ask you a few questions about the incident at Chaco Canyon?
Fire away.
I heard the thief left a red handprint at the scene of the crime. Is that true?
Yes, it was very gruesome. It looked like blood, but according to the police analysis, the print was made with a mercuric sulfide paste.
Do you know of any symbolic meaning attached to the red hand?
Don't walk, don't go there, talk to the hand, as my 15-year-old would say? Really, I haven't the slightest idea.
What types of artifacts did the thief get away with?
Only the center's most prized pieces. The case contained 5 pre-Columbian artifacts that were excavated right from this area.
Do you have a list of the stolen pieces?
I know those pieces like the back of my hand. There were 3 pottery pieces, a small stone figurine with a snake head, and an ornamental jade carving.
I'm interested in the jade carving. What did it look like?
It was highly unusual. There was a glyph on it that no one could translate. Until we hired Henrik Vanderheun, that is. His opinion was that it's Mayan in origin, and that it may have been a place-name glyph for this area. As you can imagine, we regarded it as something of a regional treasure.
Could you send me a photo of that jade carving so I can take a look at the glyph?
I'm afraid I sent our only print off to the insurance company. They said they'd return it, but who knows when our claim will be processed. I'm sorry.
I've just got to get my hands on a replica of that jade carving you lost. Do you have any ideas?
Not off the top of my head, but maybe one of my staff will have a bright idea. I need some time to ask around. Can you call back later?
Sure thing.
Feel free to call if you have any more questions.
Awesome. And then... Okay.
Boswell, Jackson, and Rose, how may I direct your call?
I'd like to speak to Franklin Rose, please.
Oh, we can call that other guy.
But Mr. Rose is out of the office. Would you like to try back later?
Sure.
Thank you for calling Boswell, Jackson, and Rose.
3195.
Daddle residence.
Hi, may I speak to Henry Daddle, please?
Speaking.
Mr. Daddle, my name is Nancy Drew. This is a long shot, but I'm calling regarding a Maya artifact that was bought at auction in 1898 by one Henry Albert Daddle. Does that ring any bells?
Sure. Henry Albert Daddle Sr. was my great-grandfather. You're talking about the jade carving, right?
Yes, exactly. Wow, I can't believe my luck.
Well, it's a lucky life if you ask me. So what can I do for you?
I'm investigating a recent rash of thefts around the country involving similar Maya artifacts. Any information you could give me about the one your great-grandfather bought would be very helpful.
I see. Well, I was the last to inherit the carving, but my daughter Penelope was so intrigued with it that I gave it to her. I'm sure she'd be happy to talk to you about it. Why don't you give her a call on her line? It's 555-3197.
Wow. Benjamin says the SDAI for variations on the man with no arms and no legs joke and got what do you call a man with no arms and no legs in a blender? Joe. If he was in a coffee cup, it might work.
Will do. Thanks, Mr. Daddle.
My pleasure.
I agree with Lociation.
Hi, is this Penelope?
Not even.
Oh, is this 605-555-3197?
Yeah, but no one calls me Penelope anymore. Except my parents, that is. To my friends, the art world, and anyone else who made it out of the 20th century, I'm Poppy.
The art world? Wait, you're not Poppy Dada, are you?
Ta-da! Ping ping! You win! Who's this?
My name's Nancy Drew. I'm a detective.
A detective? No way! So do you get to wear a sassy tweed hat and pick hairs off dead bodies and gross, creepy stuff like that?
It says California Girl. I'm picturing Cher from Clueless. As if. See, I'm tempted to say that I don't run into too many dead bodies, but, like, we're in a museum.
Actually, I try to keep a low profile, and a tweed hat, well, it's a little conspicuous.
So, where'd you get my name? Don't tell me I'm like wanted by the FBI or something. That would be too scandalous.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
No. You see, it's all a big coincidence. Your dad's name came up in connection with a case I'm working on.
Go Dad. Don't tell me he's wanted by the FBI. I'll be so jealous.
Actually, I called hoping your dad could help me solve this case.
That's hot. What's a case? Are there dead bodies involved? Do you need to, like, have my phone or impersonate me or something?
There's something odd about this child.
Someone is stealing Maya antiquities, jade carvings to be exact, and leaving this scary red handprint at the scene of every crime.
Ghastly. So, what's with the red hand?
It's printed with this stuff called cinnabar. Nobody seems to know what it means. All I know is the more I investigate, the more complicated it gets.
Drama. So, where do the daddles come in?
Trumpet says, that's hot. Paris Hilton much? Boomer says, definitely attention-seeking. Roy says the child licked too much lead paint off of the trim around the windows. Let's see.
I'm trying to track down certain Maya jade carvings that haven't fallen into the thief's hands yet. I think one of them might be in your family.
You mean that ancient green rock with the weird symbol on it? I slapped some shoe polish on it and stuck it in one of my paintings.
You're kidding. That's a one-of-a-kind Maya artifact, a piece of history. It's hundreds of years old. It's worth a lot of money.
That's the whole point. Have you heard the saying that a work of art is never finished, just abandoned? Well, I'm taking that idea to the limit by making art that will keep changing as different people encounter, perceive, and interact with it. I'm tired of artwork that says, don't touch. I'm all about letting go, about sending my work into the world and seeing how it continues to become. Don't you see? It's an organic process. I mean, how can people really relate to art if it doesn't come to life and grow and die just like they do? That carving is part of something bigger now.
Oh boy.
It seems awfully reckless to me, not to mention the wrench it throws into my investigation.
Oh, Nancy, don't be such a prude. Taylor's probably still got that artwork. At least, I don't think he sold it yet. Why don't you ask him? Tell him you want to see the piece called Deadly Midnight Snack. It's the one with the rubber shark.
Trumpet says she's special. I think she believes she is. Yeah.
Deadly Midnight Snack. I think I know the one you mean. But I'd rather not bring Taylor into this, if it's okay with you. I'm just not sure whether I trust him.
Fine with me. I know the big bunster, Mr. Bunnytron. Well, he rubs some people the wrong way. Has Taylor been pushing those Oaxacan cookies on you? You haven't eaten one, have you?
So far, I've managed to politely decline. I take it you advise against them?
Let's put it this way. His trip to Oaxaca was about 2 years ago, and he's been trying to move those rancid lard biscuits ever since.
Benjamin says Deadly Midnight Snack is a good album name. It is. Also, she called him Mr. Bunnytron. So is he the big bunny that was in Henrik's notes? Is he involved in the smuggling?
Thanks for the tip, Poppy. I can see you're going to be a detective's best friend.
Cool. If you really need the carving to crack this case, why don't you just go ahead and take it?
But wouldn't it ruin your painting?
Of course not. After all, this is a chance to enact exactly what I've been talking about. The organic process. Inviting my viewers to interact with my work. The deal is, you can take the carving, but you have to put something in its place.
I can choose anything? A light bulb? A magnifying glass? A pair of headphones?
No, it should be something more organic. Stay with the title, Deadly Midnight Snack. And don't be afraid to go way out. As an artist, I can tell you that inspiration bites in the most mysterious ways.
I mean, as a writer, I can confirm that part at least. Benjamin says Deadly Midnight Snack would be a good album name. And Boomer says by the band Big Carbon Footprint. Trumpet says that the painting is a geocache. It kind of is.
Do my best.
Right on. But let's keep Taylor out of this. He'd probably blow a gasket if he saw you tampering with the merchandise. That's all art is to him, you know. Merchandise.
I'll make sure he doesn't detect a thing.
Good luck, Nancy.
Thanks, Poppy. Bye.
Luke says Deadly Midnight Snack, so Taco Bell? Now Taco Bell sounds good though. I'm definitely going to need a snack of my own when this is over. Funny band names is a recurring joke here too. Alright. Whoop. There we go.
Any news?
Let's see.
Do you, by any chance, know what animal Pakal was afraid of?
You've got me there.
Mind if I help myself to one of those scrumptious-looking Oaxacan cookies?
Be my guest.
Okay.
May I take a closer look at that wacky Dada painting?
Be my guest. I just had a call from Poppy this morning. She says she's in a really creative period right now. I said, please, sweetie, if you get any more creative, they're going to lock you up.
Pardon me a moment, Nancy. I'll be right back. I hope.
I'm guessing he ate one of the cookies as well. Trumpet says, dude, his lips are half his face. Oh my gosh. Boomer says, Taco Bell, same ingredients, different corn-based containers, different names. And I think most of the ingredients are soy filler.
Poppy said to replace it with something organic.
Funny face. Okay, here we go. I don't think it's gonna let us snoop here. Nope, bummer. Okay. Alright, we can't snoop in his things. Alright. Benjamin says, if I remember correctly, in order to be advertised as meat, it needs to only be 51% actual meat. Yucky. Alright, let's see. Let's try Henrik. Ground meat lets you get away with a lot of filler. Oh yeah. Yeah, see, that creeps me out. Like, I can understand adding stuff for flavor and texture, but only 51% meat?
Good afternoon, young lady.
Let's see.
This is a long shot, but do you know what animal Pakal was afraid of?
You're asking the wrong amnesiac.
Okay.
Henrik, I received a note from your friends in Copan. I've got the Copan Fool key. I still need the Pakal, though. How's your memory?
The tomb. Nancy, I hid the Pakal carving in the replica of the Pakal tomb at the bottom of the temple exhibit. Huh. Now, how did I think of that? And another thing, you'll need to get past that computer quiz. Sonny set it up with an impossible question. No one knows what Pakal was afraid of, but Sonny was petrified of the Coatamundi. It's an ornery bandit with a narrow snout and a long ringed tail, much like a raccoon or a polecat.
You heard cat, didn't you? Yep. Boomer says, we're better than them. Our meat is 52%. Honestly, I would not be surprised to see somebody advertising that.
According to your notes, Pakal made a 6-part key to the Whisperer's tomb and scattered the pieces around the world. Do you remember anything about this?
6 keys? 6 keys? 6 keys! Nancy, what are the 4 corners of the world? North, south, east, and west. Plus the first king, Pakal himself, and the Copan Fool. When they're all assembled, they open the tomb. Don't you see? This is why I stole the Pakal, to prevent some other schemer from putting the key together.
Maybe I'd better tell Joanna what's going on.
You must keep this to yourself for now. It's your only hope of getting to the bottom of this.
All right, good to see you again, Boomer. I hope you have a good evening.
One of the pieces that was stolen from the Chaco Canyon Cultural Center was a jade carving with an unusual glyph on it. Do you remember translating it?
I can't remember.
You rest up. I'll be back.
Be careful.
Let's see. So, Coatamundi. Let's give this a try. We're getting somewhere. Oh, wait. I'm gonna snoop just a little bit more. I want to see if there's anything I could have missed on that shipping manifest. Ooh. 1113. Okay. 1113. I wonder if it's already here. Hold up. Ooh. Trumpet says, I just refactored my code to use 1 file instead of 3, potentially 4. I think it's time to call it a day. That sounds incredibly productive. Bye, kitty. Let's see here. Ah, of course. Yeah, I don't know the access code for this. Okay, so we have the package, we just need to figure out how to get in. Okay. Oh. Oh, weird. Trumpet says, another streamer I started watching because of missed games is playing the same Nancy Drew game you are. Competition? Jinx. That is so random. I mean, it is one of the better Nancy Drew games. Like, it's awesome. To Monday. Yep. Okay. Boom. Okay. Gonna have to look that up. Yeah, that is so random. There's a lot of games in the world. Let's see. Aha! Ding ding. Souvenir light stick. Okay, we have found the Pakal carving. Ooh, we made it out without breaking a leg. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, I did not realize we had so much game left.
You have no voicemail.
Boswell, Jackson, and Rose.
May I speak to Franklin Rose, please?
Who may I say is calling?
This is Nancy Drew.
Just a minute, please.
Nancy, how's your investigation coming along?
I'm making good progress, and the Pakal carving is safe and sound. But I'm afraid I can't tell you everything yet.
What in the world are you talking about?
I'm sorry, but I can't explain everything now. I'll take good care of the carving, I promise.
What can I say, Nancy? I don't like it. I don't like it one bit. Do what you have to do, but let's get this mess cleaned up, all right?
So you'll call Joanna and invite her back to work?
I'll call her right away.
Thanks, Mr. Rose.
That's what I'm here for.
Let's see. Oh yeah, Chaco Canyon Cultural Center too. I think it might be... Okay.
You have no voicemail.
Okay. Ah, yeah, it won't let us call from here. Okay. Wonder, how do we find the access code for that package? Like, one of the pieces we need is in shipping and receiving, and we just can't get to it.
Chaco Canyon Cultural Center.
Hi, this is Nancy Drew calling.
Hi, Nancy. It's Sheila. Well, we racked our brains. Finally, one of my staff came up with the original box that the carving was packed in. The piece was encased in a tight foam cast to prevent damage during shipping. I'm not sure how much good it'll do you, but I can send it to you if you like.
That just might work.
Henrik left Beach Hill as his forwarding address, so I know what to do. I'll send it express.
Thanks a million, Sheila.
Good luck with your investigation.
Okay, awesome. All right, that'd be awesome. Also need to post in the Discord about bonus stream ideas, because there's a few games that people have mentioned wanting to watch me play. So, wanting to see what people would most like to see. As a celebratory, we got to affiliate status stream, and Luke's vote has been for Mist. So.
Thanks for clearing my name, Nancy. Honestly, I mean, what kind of moron would I be to try and ruin my own exhibit? Anyway, we need to make up for lost time. I need you to go to the storeroom and start unpacking some of those crates. One of the pieces has a fancy security device on it. The code is 0677.
Yeah, thanks. That's why there's ads now. I'm monetized. So yeah, good luck finding a good dinner. Do better than Taco Bell. Taco Bell's easy, but it's not worth it. And yeah, it was good to have you here again. Tag you in the Discord.
Apparently, a Topeka woman named Prudence Rutherford has recently been visited by a red-handed thief, too. Do you have any idea how I might get in touch with her?
Afraid I can't help you there.
I've got work to do.
Semper ubi sabubi.
And she immediately gave us the code. Wow, that sounded like Laptrap from Clue Finders. That boop, 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 boop. That was a very Laptrap noise. Wow, this nostalgic game just unlocked another nostalgic game. The deep cut. Come on, dude.
Boswell, Jackson, and Rose, how may I direct your call? This is Nancy Drew, calling for Franklin Rose, please. Just a minute, please.
Nancy, to what do I owe the pleasure of this call?
I need to contact a woman named Prudence Rutherford. I noticed she's on the board of the Topeka Commission for the Arts, and that they've donated money to Beach Hill. Any idea how I might track her down?
Well, you're in luck. It so happens that Prudence and I sat on the panel of judges for the Kansas Speak No Evil Mime competition for 3 years in a row, back when I lived in Wichita. How's that for a small world?
You judged a mime competition?
Indeed I did. I haven't talked to Prudence in about 10 years. But let's see if I still have her in this old dinosaur of a Rolodex. Ah, yes, here we go. Got a pen? It's area code 785-555-7279. What's this all about?
Miss Rutherford had a necklace with a Maya artifact stolen right out of her home. I'm trying to see if there's any connection between these robberies.
Ha! You're a real pro, Nancy. Say, why don't I call ahead and let Prudence know what's going on? That way I can say hello, and she'll be expecting you.
That would be great, Mr. Rose.
Not a problem, dear.
So now we have Prudence's number. Shoot, 4 o'clock. Visiting hours are over. This game is sadly lacking in food. The only food is the Oaxacan cookies. Hard pass on that. I'm trying to remember. Like, I'm trying to get ahead of the game a little bit. Okay, 6 Lama. My notes are getting very chaotic. This is actually a good thing. Like, not for me trying to read my notes, but the games that we played so far in the series have only needed 1 page for notes, and this one, I've been trying to keep it all to 1 page, but it should probably have been on 2 because there's so many more puzzles and so much more information that needs written down. So hooray that it's getting more complicated. Boo that I did not anticipate how complicated it was going to get. Oh dear, the IT guy's having tech trouble. You already tried turning it off and then on again. Let's see. Alright, this is very random, but as I'm going through game, it's just making me feel really, really happy about the apartment I've been working on in House Flipper. Like, I feel very satisfied with how the aesthetics are matching up. Let's see. Let's go call Prudence. It might be too late in the evening, but we can try. Okay. 1, 8, 5, 5, 5, 5, 7, 2, 7, 9. Okay.
Yes, hello.
Oh.
Hi, this is Nancy Drew, calling from Washington, D.C. I'm trying to reach Prudence Rutherford, please.
Oh, yes, Franklin told me you'd be calling. Such dreadful news about Beach Hill. I will do everything in my power to help you catch those rapscallions. To think how they violated the sanctity of my domicile. Good heavens!
They violated the sanctity of her domicile.
I'm sorry to hear about your loss. What can you tell me about the necklace?
I can't even think about it. Oh, just the very thought of my precious necklace gone, stranded, orphaned, and in the hands of some dirty stranger makes my blood boil.
Was the necklace a gift?
I inherited it from my mother-in-law. But you see, the necklace means much more to me than just a handful of priceless rubies.
More? In what way?
I had the necklace restrung to include an exquisite jade carving as the centerpiece, a genuine artifact of the ancient Maya. The carving is not only one of a kind, but a Rutherford family heirloom given to me by my great-grandfather when I was just a little girl.
Does the carving have any meaning that you know of?
It features a rare glyph. No one's been able to give me a precise translation, but most epigraphers have agreed that it has something to do with a snake, the color green, and the direction south. It's terribly fascinating.
About the theft, where were you when it took place?
At 3 a.m.? Well, I was home, of course. Lost in sweet slumber. I don't grace the social circuit the way I used to. That brazen fiend crept right into the bedroom and took my necklace away. Where was I? Picking peaches in the fruit-laden orchards of my dreams. I feel like such a fool.
Okay, then.
Was anything else taken besides the necklace?
Nothing. Not even my brand new Dada. Synesthetic, interactive, organic journey? Ha! I always knew Dada was overrated. One moment, dear. Off! Off the sofa, you nasty beast! Now! What are you doing? What did I say about the sofa? Bad, bad, naughty bad! I'm sorry, dear. What was I saying?
Problems with a dog?
What? No, I was speaking to my husband, dear. My second husband. Soon to become my ex-husband if he continues to crawl on the furniture like that. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh, yes! Oh, they must have known. The rest of my valuables were left untouched. Frankly, I don't know whether to be grateful or insulted.
Bad, bad, naughty bad. You nasty beast. Might start using phrases like that on the cat. He deserves it. He's an ankle biter.
What about evidence?
The first thing I saw when I opened my eyes was this positively ghoulish red handprint on the wall. I nearly jumped out of my skin.
A red handprint was left at the scene of the crime at Beach Hill, too. Ms. Rutherford, I'm almost certain that these robberies were committed by the same person.
But why? What is so special about these carvings?
Hello, Yuna. Welcome back to the stream. How are you today?
Ms. Rutherford, it would be so helpful if I knew exactly what your carving looked like. Could you send me a picture that shows it in detail?
I can do better than a photo. The insurance company made this dreadful replica of the necklace with the idea that I would wear such a thing to public functions. Please. But I could send that to you if you'd like.
I'm well. Hold up. We're talking with a very dramatic, like, aging debutante.
Perfect. Let me give you the address.
My secretary will have the address of the museum. Now, if that is all you will require, young lady, I will need to attend to other pressing matters.
Thanks a million, Miss Rutherford. I won't let you down.
Call me Prudence. Oh, and Nancy, when you find the villains who did this to me, do me a favor and give them a sound thrashing.
I sure will. Goodbye.
Oh, goodness. She reminds me of some of my clients. Yeah, I'm good. I'm enjoying the game. I hadn't realized we had so much of the game left. I'm having a lovely time. Gosh, it's only 5:45. We really need it to be tomorrow, though. Can we clock out early? Yeah, she's busy. She has to keep her husband off the couch. Yeah, so this is Nancy Drew, Secret of the Scarlet Hand. We're getting really close to the end. Like, really, really close to the end. So, we're in Washington, D.C. And we were doing just a normal internship at a museum that's preparing to do this Mayan exhibit, but there was a theft, so we are investigating. And apparently the monolith that the museum has acquired may be a tomb that someone was like entombed alive in as a punishment. And along with all of their very scandalous ancient writings. So someone has been stealing jade carvings that assemble into a key to open the monolith. So we're trying to like collect the carvings before the thief gets them, or find replicas of them so that we can assemble the key before the thief does. It's one of the best of the Nancy Drew games, I think. Wow, Brandon shipped that fast. Nancy, please relieve me of these horrid fake rubies by offering them to the Maya god of refuse if there is one. I have no love for imposters. Okay. Bye-bye. Oh, good idea. Thank you. I think we just need the yeah, I need to come up with more more point rewards. So let's see. I think right now we're mostly just waiting on that package from Chaco Canyon. Luke says, we can't spam you with hydrate if you give it a cooldown. I know. That's why I did it. Haha. Yep. And I've been sitting here like craving sugar and thinking about it. That probably actually means that I need to drink some water. Whoop, wrong button. Come back. We can talk to our friends. And then in the morning, maybe I'll look it up late.
Hey, Nancy. What's the latest, man?
I'll talk to you later, ladies.
We're
Okay.
rooting for ya. Yeah, you're doing great.
We could go visit Henrik, see if he's got anything left. Okay.
Frank and Joe Hardy, taking the mist out of mystery. Joe here.
That's pretty cute, Joe. Can you come up with a slogan for me, too?
Hey, Nancy. Hold on while I put you on speakerphone. You still there?
Yep.
Hi, Nancy. You got access to both of our brilliant minds now. So how's the case coming along?
When I finished all the puzzles in the temple, I got this glowy green stick as a prize.
Cool. I bet it's a glow light stick.
What's that?
They use them in the military a lot, during nighttime training exercises and stuff. They're more portable and less conspicuous than flashlights.
What is it that makes it glow?
Reconstituted swamp water and moon dust? Who knows? But hang on to it, Nancy. It might come in handy.
Yeah, but remember, those things don't last forever, so use it wisely.
Okay.
See you later, fellas.
Go get him, Nancy.
Good luck.
Alright. We'll pretend that she doesn't sleep this whole time and she's like doing something productive, because we literally have to go like over 12 hours. Okay, let's try it. Nick says that would probably still taste better than Taco Bell. It's not wrong. And yet it still sounds weirdly good. I don't know why. Probably because crispy tortilla. I do love a quesadilla.
Good afternoon, young lady.
All right, fine.
I'll be back.
Be careful.
Let's see. Let's see if the package we're waiting for has arrived. Okay. I think that's the only thing we have left. Oh, we got mail.
I bet I can make a mold from this foam core.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Okay, so there's something in the lab. Here we go. Ooh, plaster machine. Boom. Okay, then can I use
According
this?
to Henrik's
Yes.
notes, I need to make a key out of these pieces.
Okay, let's see here. Okay, I think this side. Oh, wait. Okay. Top piece first? No? Okay. Hold up. Yeah, it wants the top piece first. Just has to be on the correct side. There we go. There. All right. We get to make the key now. Okay.
Now I have the key.
Yes. See? Told you we were almost at the end. Which is good. My brain is getting a little burnt out of puzzle game. But we're almost there. We have the key. Then... Right. I real quick want to see if I can talk to Joanna about anything.
Need something?
Okay.
I've got work to do.
Semper ubi sabubi.
So at this point, no one will talk to us about anything because we just have to do the last puzzles. Okay, these are going to be heavy. Oh.
Wow, these are heavy.
I would
I'm
think.
not sure I can hold on to these stones for very much longer. I've got to put these things down.
Working on it, Nan. Okay. See, one of the sides is missing something. Oh. Here we go. Okay.
The poem said, when the first king ascends again.
Pakal, an ascension date of 6 Lamat. So, 5, 6. Lamat. Click. Well, I mean, we can walk around places, we just can't do anything in them. So, okay.
This side looks damaged.
It also has a hole in it.
Looks like a keyhole. I'll have to choose which side of the cube goes
Oh,
here.
okay. Do I decide that? Because I think the sides are identical. Alright, Alright, well, if we can get it right on one, then we can figure it out with the others. No.
Nothing happened.
Okay. Flatty. Click. Okay. Alright. Ready. Okay. Third side. Oh my gosh, we're almost there. This is exciting. We already had him. Whoop! No, get back here. Come on. There we go.
This should be the last step.
Okay. Right, which side have we not used yet? Yep.
I wonder what's inside.
And here Nancy was just telling Poppy that she doesn't encounter many dead bodies. Okay. Luke says it's Elvis. Gosh.
Blank.
Who's your friend, Nancy?
Oh.
Taylor Sinclair.
Who'd you expect? The Tooth Fairy?
Easter Bunny.
Looks like someone forgot her beauty cream. I guess we can't all age gracefully.
I'm sure she would say the same about you.
You've been a top-notch assistant, Nancy, but I'm afraid you're just not going to make it in the art world.
Why are you doing this?
Nancy, do you have any idea what that book contains?
I'm gonna say that I'm drawing a blank because he doesn't know the book is blank, but we do.
Help me out, Sinclair. I'm drawing a blank.
The Whisperer's writings are the only known personal account of Maya life, the only written glimpse into Bakal's time anywhere. Do you know what I can get for that thing on the black market?
You have no right to do this. The book is not yours to sell.
Simple economics suggest otherwise. And I am the art dealer.
It belongs in a museum.
This tomb and all of its contents belong to Mexico.
Finders keepers, I say. Nobody even realizes this thing has any contents. Won't they get a surprise when they finally open it up and find that it contains a 7th century scribe and a 21st century detective? Adios, Nancy.
So he's just gonna leave us to suffocate. That's cool. Alright, let's see. Call symbol.
I'm starting to run out of air in here.
Oh my. Found some kind of key.
I gotta get out of
What?
here.
I'm trying, Nance.
I'm suffocating in here. Let me out.
Alright, we're probably gonna need a second chance just because I'm having trouble finding, like, bits of the puzzle. Ah! Her actual writings.
Scribe's notes about Bacall.
Okay. Ooh. There, we found the real book.
Behold, our heroine emerges from the tomb, like a mermaid from the sea.
Meanwhile, the
Oh my God.
foolish villain stews in the sour soup of his own miscalculation.
From deep in the recesses of time, a wise royal scribe whispers her thanks.
So they were just all cool with me
The
suffocating?
priceless chapter of history is rescued from obscurity. Way to go, Nancy!
It's a weird ending.
What in the world? Ah! Confound you, Nancy Drew!
If it weren't for you meddling kids.
Dear Dad, it was great to talk to you on the phone last night. I can't wait to see you back in River Heights where I can fill you in on the whole story. Can you believe that your own daughter was recently standing face to face with a real mummy? Now that the scribe's book has been recovered, I understand how important it is and why Taylor thought he could make a fortune selling it on the black market. The book contains one of the only personal accounts of Maya life in existence anywhere. I'm sure it'll be a tremendous addition to our knowledge of the Maya once it's translated, that is. And now that Henrik's memory is back up to speed again, I'm sure he'll be itching to get to work on it. Taylor Sinclair won't be making any art deals for a long time, though, that's for sure. I guess I shouldn't be surprised about Alejandro's discovery that the Bacall carving's provenance documents were faked after all. When Franklin Rose and the board found out, they arranged to return the artifact to Mexico right away. Mexican officials are so happy to have the artifact back, they have pledged a new era of diplomatic relations with Beach Hill. Joanna sure learned her lesson about making deals with shady operators like Taylor. The board has agreed to give her another chance as long as she reforms her business tactics. And what else? Oh yes, Poppy Dada's announced a new direction in her artwork. All her new paintings are going to feature, what else? Mysterious red handprints. So I guess everyone is taking off in new directions now. I'm going to stay and help this exhibit get launched, but I'll see you back at home in a couple of weeks. Have a safe trip home. Love, Nancy.
Ooh. First trailer.
Dear Nancy, Bess and George told me you're on a case in D.C. I hope everything is working out for you. I wish I could say the same for me. I'm planning on living here, but there's been some trouble. I think someone or something doesn't want me here. Please, Nancy, I'm afraid I can't stay here very much longer. I know you're busy, but I'm desperate. I need you to come out and investigate. Please say you will. Your friend, Sally.
Okay, so this is the first of the games that had a trailer for the next game. That's very exciting. I love the trailers. Okay, so I think story and puzzle-wise, this might be the best of the ones we've played so far. Like, this one was really good. The ending is really weird, though. Like, everyone's just standing there, chilling. Like, oh, hey, were you suffocating? Yeah, just chill. So, I mean, I don't know why everyone was just standing there. Like, Henrik was in the hospital 20 minutes ago. Yeah, the ending was weird, but everything else was really cool. I love the evolution that you can see in the game series, like that this is the first one with the trailer. I'm really excited too, because like the one that the trailer is for, next game, one of my absolute favorites. It's so good. They were waiting for you to come out looking blue. Yes. Strange horticulture. I think that's been recommended to me before. I'm gonna write it down. Oh, I will say one game I'm really excited about right now. So I like Darkling Room. Like, I've played a few Darkling Room games and really liked them. I want to play more of them, but Darkling Room just released a new game. Currently only available on their website. It's supposed to be coming to like Steam stuff soon, so I'm watching for that. But Darkling Room just put out a game called Incubus, and it looks like it's going to be really good for spooky season. And I am so fascinated by it. It sounds amazing. I really want to play it. It looks like it's going to be creepy as all get out. I will probably jump. I will definitely jump. I will also probably cuss. But it might be worth it. Because, like... So, the team that makes the games, they're also ghost hunters on the side. And there's a house that they've been called to 3 different times by 3 different homeowners to investigate the hauntings. And this house is very frequently vacant because of all the hauntings. And they did like 3D scans of all of the rooms in the house and turn it into a game setting. And it's a ghost identification puzzle game that is based on eyewitness accounts of the hauntings. I'm fascinated. So I really want to play that for spooky season. I'm so excited. It looks a little bit odd since the setting is photorealistic from the scans, and then the things that they like put in the game are clearly computer generated, but yeah, so it kind of gives it a similar energy to some of these older Nancy Drew games where they have like the photographs of real people with CGI faces photoshopped on them. But it sounds like such a cool concept. Like, it's a virtual ghost hunt. And Darkling Room said, I've played games by them before. They do creepy extremely well. They're very good at sound design in particular. Like, their sound design always really stands out to me. So they can make an incredibly creepy game where you don't see anything. And like, they don't do anything gory. They say in the like description for this new one that there's like no zombies and no time limits. That you're not going to die. You're not going to run out of time and die or get eaten by a zombie or anything like that. You're just there to solve puzzles, and it's creepy. And I quite like that idea, because I like spooky games, but I don't like things where if I run out of time, I get eaten by a zombie. So I'm really interested. But yeah, I've been trying really, really hard to keep the streams as family friendly as I can. The workplace that I left right before I started streaming, everyone cussed a lot. Like, I was cussing a lot, and I was still one of the cleaner mouths there. And a bunch of new people came on, and the new people cussed even more than the old people did. And so by the time I left, it's like, I'm tired of cussing. So I've been trying to break the habit and get away from it. It's just like, I'm just gonna say that the streams are family friendly so that I'm not allowed to cuss. And hopefully having that boundary will help me. And I'm doing okay. Doing a little better. But like, I just got so overwhelmed with all of it. Like, you know, in oh shoot, the Doctor Who episode, The Girl in the Fireplace. When Queen Victoria, having been hanging around Rose, who's wearing shorts, says, I tire of nakedness. Like, I got that, Queen Victoria. I tire of profanity. Like, I was totally fine with it for years and years, and then all of a sudden I was just tired. So Therefore, family-friendly streams. I'm done. Oh, shoot, yeah, it's not the girl in the fireplace. It's the episode right before it, Tooth and Claw. Yep. It was on the same VHS tape. I was introduced to Doctor Who on bootleg VHS. So yeah, Tooth and Claw. But yeah, got to that point. But so other than the weird ending, oh, we stuck with VHS as long as we could. So, yeah, it was good to see y'all here. I really enjoyed the game. Like, I do think you can see the improvement as we've gone through them. I do think this is the best one so far, even with the very strange ending. And I'm very excited for the next one, because the next one is Ghost Dogs of Moon Lake. And I even have a t-shirt for that one, so I need to do laundry before I get to stream next week, right? I think I stream next week. Again, my schedule is going to be very chaotic for the next several weeks, so I'm trying to figure out how to work out and schedule all of that. I'll obviously post updates in the Discord and all of that. Thank you, Roy. Yeah, so we'll call it here. I will be back tomorrow at my normal time. Yeah, it's my favorite shirt. I got it from an indie artist online. And it's nice and soft. So it's like my favorite, which is why it's currently in the laundry. I've been like, every time I do laundry, I take it out of the dryer